Good morning, everyone. This is Gary Kay, and you're watching a special video edition of my Rants and Raves podcast today. I'm joined with Roy Tao, who's the product manager at Monitors Anywhere. Roy, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Before Infocom, we talked about Monitors Everywhere or Anywhere, which is monitorsanywhere.com, and their USB wall product, your USB wall product, and that got a lot of attention at Infocom. We shot a bunch of videos of Monitors Anywhere at Infocom. You can see those at ravepubs.com/Infocom2019. But I want to kind of, I guess, probably take a step back based on some input that we got and talk a little bit about who your company is and where you came from and kind of what your company does, because you have more than just that one product. So if you don't mind kind of starting from the beginning and tell us a little bit about the company.
Yeah, sure. So thank you for the introduction. So what we initially started in 2013 was with a product to allow you to control multiple screens, either if they are separate digital signage screens or video walls. So we allowed you to control them from a single PC using a very small and slim devices we call zero clients. Those devices connected behind the screens, they actually replace the traditional PCs or video extenders that you might place behind the screens. So we place those slim zero clients that don't have any operating system, any RAM or hard drive, and they are just running from a single computer, standard PC, over your network and your existing network. We are utilizing your existing network, and that way we allow you to run different content on each screen or multiple screens with the same content, or even span a very big image or video on multiple screens. So we allow that with those slim and very simple devices. We advanced since then to also releasing the USB wall, as you mentioned, and the USB wall also expanded the capabilities of doing video walls in any angle and creative kind of way. And then we also implemented it in our standard product, software product. And now with our latest release, we allow you to control screens with different contents, same content, multiple locations, video walls in multiple locations from a single web-based console. And that's also something that we showed on Infocom 2019.
So it's interesting because what you're doing is kind of going back to the early days of the computer industry. If you remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, thin client PC, thin client server type products were very popular. And then sort of the price of PCs came down and everybody started to carry around a laptop.
Right.
And what you're doing is you're going back to that. Can you show me what one of those looks like? Like how big are they and how much do they cost?
So the slim, the zero clients, this is one of the options that we have. It's like very small and very slim, but this is one of the devices that we use. And we have other vendors that are using the same. But what we showed also on Infocom, that we can also utilize simple mini stick devices that look really like this one. And it's just like $50 off on Amazon, and you can utilize it with our product as well. And so we went from, as you said, we went from instead of having a PC behind the screens, we went to having one central computerized location that will just run and push the content on the screens and control from a simple and easy to use web-based interface.
What is the operating system on those thin client computers?
So these ones are just Android based.
Okay.
But the devices that I showed you previously, which we call zero clients, they don't have any operating system. They're just like an SoC running from a chip that loads and then creates like an extended monitor, a virtual extended monitor over your computer, your central computer.
And all of this is like your software is all Windows based, or can it work on a Mac as well?
So the computer that runs the software is Windows based only, and we want to see it as a big advantage in a way that you can actually run any type of application on your screen. So if you have a proprietary app that runs, and we have many customers that are big enterprise customers that have their own proprietary apps built in some Windows app, they will be able to show that as a dashboard on one of the or multiple screens around their venue.
So is there been a request for Mac based, since more companies are going to Mac, as far as user applications, or is it still 99% Windows, or what is the sort of, where are we right now with the possibility of having a Windows based product or
Currently,
Mac?
most of our customers are Windows based, but we actually have several implementations of Mac based systems where they installed like Parallel, and then they used Windows on top of their Mac computers. But that's a very small requirement that we get. Most of them are just happy to run over Windows. They can also run on a virtual machines, so they can install, instead of running a physical systems, they can put it on their virtualized infrastructure, and that will run in the same way, and they can put and control multiple sites in that way very easily.
So let's talk about sort of like your distribution channel. How do people engage with Monitors Anywhere, and sort of how do you sell in different areas of the world? So obviously our viewership is worldwide. I mean, in Europe, do you use distributors in each country? In the US, do you use direct to integrators, or do you have a distributor? Or how do you distribute the product?
We have a very strong channel that we are making great success with them over the world, and it's mainly by communicating with system integrators, distributors. So in each country, it's different, it's working different ways in different countries, but it's just, we prefer working with system integrators, we prefer working with distributors and resellers. From time to time, we get direct sales from big customers, but sometimes we just refer them to the to resellers in that country, and that's it. We make only the support for those channel partners, and we prefer this way.
Is the largest application for your organization now digital signage, or is it retail video walls, or what is primarily the big application right now?
So up till now, it was for sure digital signage in using like simple apps. We also have a content management system, but that was the biggest thing that we did. But we also started selling more and more video walls in specific for control rooms, where our solution is really has its advantages on the way that we also create a video wall, but not just by creating the video wall layout, but also controlling it, allowing you to put multiple types of content on the screens, interact with those types of content. We allow you to create screens like picture-in-picture, and doing all sort of inputs like from RTSP or capture cards, or whatever you just want to show on the video wall for your control room. We can allow you to do that. And we have a very nice way to also control it from an API, and also from your smartphone or tablet.
Yeah, and it's all at monitorsanywhere.com. That's ANYWHERE.com, monitorsanywhere.com. And as I mentioned earlier, before the show, before the InfoComm show, we did a demo of your USB-based product, which I was really impressed with, the USB wall product. How was that received at InfoComm? Because that's a really simple way of, and it's a different concept, because before what you have to buy a video wall processor, which they start in the range of $7,000 to $10,000. And in this case, you're just using USB to output separate signals, almost like building a giant extended desktop. But what's cool about it is you had the ability to manipulate the image, so you could build the monitor wall not always in a rectangle.
Yeah. Well, you explained it so well.
Yeah.
But I was actually amazed by the response we got in Infocom, and you can look at videos in your YouTube channel or on your website from our booth at Infocom. We created a video wall from screens in different angles and also in different sizes, and we it was an eye-catching to look at, and just people stopped on their way on the aisle and were asking us, how did you do that? And they were quite amazed by the way that we performed that video wall. And they also were amazed that we are using simple to use and very cost effective solution like those USB to HDMI adapters, which is quite innovative, and they like the way that it was performed, and the performance of the video walls was amazing as well. So it was like a 4K video wall just tilted, and the video was running very, very nicely, and people were very impressed by
Yeah, it was an impressive display. And like you said, we shot videos. All you have to do is go to raypubs.com, click on the Infocom link under the trade shows, and or go directly to raypubs.com/infocom2019. Type in monitors anywhere in the video search window. You'll find them. Roy, thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, pleasure, and thank you very much for having me today.
And it's again, monitorsanywhere.com.